Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It seemed like it was time to add something else to the channel, and I decided that Animal Shelter Simulator sounded like a good idea. It's not a perfect game. There's a lot of bugs and some things that I really wish the developers would have addressed before moving on to other things, but they didn't, and I mean, it's just how it is. I still think it's a decent game. It's an enjoyable sort of time. It's just not perfect. And I don't know. I guess it just seemed like a good choice. And I figure we'll just get right to it. I think this time we're going to focus on running a little horse rescue since I have the DLC for that. And maybe at a later date we'll do something for cats and dogs, but right now, let's just start with some sort of Clop horse shelter. Okay, yeah, I don't really need it's warning me like, hey, you need, no. We're gonna start with horses and just kind of go from there. And, well, we're gonna just make our own little horse rescue, I guess, is what I should say. And at a later date, we'll try the other stuff. And I wish it would not tell me that I have all this DLC. I know I have the DLC. I'm literally using some of it. Either way, I mean, we have a little thing we can get started at getting, whoops, I'm sorry, that was the wrong button. We can just take in our first horse. Oh, I should actually make sure we have some hay. And some horse feed and some feed. And we'll get some salt cubes and some carrots and a brush and a comb and some bags, shovel. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to buy a lot of extra things. We don't need that. Let's see what's in our cart. Oh, we don't actually have enough money for all that. Okay, let's forget the carrots. And we'll just get 2 of those. And we'll cut it down to 5 of each of those. There we go. That we can afford. Okay. The horse DLC was kind of a nice addition, but some of it feels so unfinished, and they just kind of hodgepodge together what was already made, and it made more sense for cats and dogs and not for horses. But we're going to kind of do our best anyway. Which I guess there's already some hay in here. So we're gonna just go ahead and we'll set these bales down here. I have absolutely no idea. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm fighting with this because so much of it just... I forgot how clunky some of these controls are. And much of it makes very little sense. In terms of how they decided to set it up. But we'll do the best we can and hopefully enjoy and rescue a few horses and I mean, they did at least try on some of that, but it's, yeah. This is not what I call a perfect horse game by any stretch of the imagination, but I like elements of it. It's just not super perfect. And we'll just give her a minute to get settled in. I have to figure out why the bedding is not doing what it's supposed to. Because it's... okay, it just ate everything, but it didn't actually show up that it exists. Okay, so it's bugging out already, and we just got started. Okay. This is one of those things that I may end up doing this series, and it's just a rant of why do these bugs exist. But hey, content is content, isn't it? That's the way it works. Okay, I forgot we can go get another horse. I only got one. So now that it used up all of our straw bedding and didn't give us anything, I'll go ahead and adopt this one. No point in being picky. Everybody needs help, so this is just kind of one of those series that I think I'll pick up every once in a while when I want to be frustrated by poor design. Because yes, it is kind of questionable. I actually forgot how questionable. They didn't really finish so much of this. I have a feeling the bedding will just magically appear the next time I reload this, so... I mean, that's just how it is. We just have to try to rescue horses with a barn that's possessed. I think possessed might be the right word for it. Certainly something. Kind of try to brush our horse up a little bit. And give him some pets. So they're actually in good shape. I have to go buy a camera. I completely forgot we need a camera. So yeah, this is not maybe the most perfect of games, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna just do our best. It's still really cute, but possessed. All in all, we're just gonna carry on. Going to have to adopt out something though, because we just don't have a whole lot of money to work with. And I think the biggest problem is I don't actually know if there's a place to get rid of the rubbish. I don't see it. I mean, we have a small dirt paddock here, and a barn, and a building, and I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, we don't have any place to get rid of these boxes. Okay, so it's the most ill-equipped shelter in existence. But we're gonna make it work. We just don't have very good funding. We're gonna be that crazed stable hand that's in every movie that somehow makes it work despite the fact they really shouldn't be able to. Okay, get the photos scanned in. Don't need to keep the used ones because we will have many, many of them. If we do that, it'll be drowning in photos. So we will first get Sugar all set up. Can't quite get her up for get them up for adoption yet. Now we can. Strange markings as that horse ended up with. Let's see, they don't want to live on a small farm. They want to live on a big one. Let's see. If you're interested in 2 of the traits this horse has, intelligent and a wanderer, which why would you want something that wanders away? I don't know. I didn't make it. Okay, so actually this person's perfect because they have a big farm. So yeah, we are going to match them. See if anyone's been interested in elf at the moment. The desired traits they want this horse doesn't even have. So we're going to discard that. Same thing with this one. Okay, so we're going to go and we'll get Sugar loaded on the trailer to head to their new home. And let's see. Oh, I didn't want to take... There are days. Okay, there we go. Making this hard on myself. But, you know, the barn doesn't even have a tack room, so... But the horses do auto-load themselves onto the trailer, so, you know, that's its own version of magic right there. And we can pick up this poo and dispose of it in the strangest way I have ever seen anything decide it wanted to do horse manure. You literally put it in bags. Why? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense why you would want to put a bunch of poo in bags, but that's how it operates. I mean, it makes sense for a cat or a dog, but not a horse. Okay, let's see if anyone who is actually looking for they want kid safe, and no, this is literally a horse that is grumpy and okay, anyway, we are just not having any luck with this. I mean, I might regret even wanting to do this series, but I'm gonna try anyway, even if it's just like once a week, you know, me firing this up just to rant at it. Well, let's at least see, I guess, if this person, I mean, it still doesn't have the traits they want, but maybe they have the conditions that work. Maybe. No, they don't even have that. Okay. One of these has got to work, but let's go ahead and get another horse in, since we do have a spare stall. I think this is just going to be as good as that one gets, because it's a mess apparently. So let's hurry up and pick up this new horse, who is both scary looking and okay. Yeah, this is going to be a once a week thing of me ranting at this game. Hope everybody's ready for that. That's all it's going to be. And I mean, they did at least try on the horses, but they also look really, really strange. But I don't know. It's one of those things that we just all learn to live with as much as possible. But hey, we at least are getting horses adopted. And we can see about getting another one in. I would say that we would try to ride them because there are actual tack for that, but that takes buggy to levels that I cannot even begin to describe to you. I may try it again anyway, but at the moment we're just going to have a revolving door of questionable looking horses. And, maybe you'll just enjoy my enraged commentary. If you do, give it a like. Subscribe. I'll probably do this once a week. All in all, this had so much potential to it, and just, yeah. I just feel like the developers did not try hard enough on any of this. But, not every game that gets made is awesome in some regards, or at least done with the sort of care that you would expect. At least we got the pictures taken a little early, but it's mostly just, it looks so strange with the bedding not being there, but I know it'll just magically appear. It's still such a frustration with some of the bugs with this, but we're just like have our weekly rant of me wondering why I keep doing this. Just because the game is mildly cute and should actually function better than it does. Still not quite ready. Yeah, sorry, I was reading the pet story and going, yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. But hey, you know what? If people are happy with the pets they're adopting, we're gonna just, yeah. We'll go ahead and get Diesel set up. I forgot to delete a few photos. Oops. Yep, I'm hitting the wrong button up one side and down the other. I wanted this one. It's not quite ready yet. at least this one is not actually picky at all, so just kind of like looking as just a habit, and we can get them adopted out. They're not quite ready yet. Either way, we'll give it a little bit of time to get going, and we'll call it good here soon. Yeah, there is so much this could have been versus what it actually is. So yeah, we'll have a weekly, really in-depth ranting sort of deal going on. Why did they design that way? That makes no sense, etc., etc. Either way, we are going to make is, hopefully be able to get enough money together to buy the thing required to get rid of all of this, because I just forgot how buggy so much of this is. But it's okay, we will make the best of it, and we can fit the rubbish skip in right over here for right now, I think. We do have an expansion ticket we could use, which I think we might just go ahead and use it here. For right now, we don't really need to put anything there, but we have it. And eventually we'll be able to get a washing station, which we don't have enough money for yet, but that'll help. And then there's the veterinary stuff, which hopefully doesn't kick in until we're ready. Oops, I forgot we were needing to look. And generally hoping for the best, that there's a place with other animals. That's all they need. Perfect. And we will go ahead and we'll get this new horse settled in. Just give them time to do their thing, and then we can get this guy ready for his new home. This still had so much potential, and they just, we're still gonna try to enjoy ourselves while the horses are really possessed and questionable. So that being said, I think for the moment we will be happy with things right there. And as soon as we get this stuff tossed out, we will call it a day, and you can join me next time when I can rant some more on this subject. I'm sure I will. It'll happen. This really should have been more than it is in terms of a game. I actually forgot how bad this particular DLC is. I mean, I got it at a really good deal. So, I mean, for like the $2 I think I spent on it, I think I can get $2 worth of entertainment out of it. I think I have. But it is so very, very buggy, and we're just going to do the best we can with it, and I may just eventually completely abandon this whole idea of doing a series on it, or it'll just be when I feel the need to be enraged. Either way, I want to thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you all, even if this game is not exactly what I would be hoping for. I hope to see you all next time, and thank you for joining.